heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today.
Hey, what's good and welcome back to Malibraytv2. Who made the most money? American Gangster Frank Lucas or Mr. Untouchable Nicky Barnes? American Gangster Frank Lucas was born on September 9th, 1930 in LaGrange, North Carolina. At an early age, Frank moved to Harlem, New York and was a petty thief until he met his mentor, Bumpy Johnson. After his mentor's death, Frank decided in order to be successful in this H business, he would have to cut out the middleman. So Frank traveled to Bangkok, Thailand in search of a plug. Eventually, Frank was able to find it and was able to buy enormous amounts of 98 to 100% pure H. Frank Lucas was rumored to have smuggled the keys of H in the bottom of U.S. soldiers' caskets coming home from Vietnam War. Frank has been quoted saying he was worth around $52 million in the 70s. In January 1975, Frank's house was raided by the feds and they seized $584,683 in cash. Frank claims they took $11 million and only reported the 5%, or $584,000 in cash, but who knows. After his convictions, Frank was sentenced to 70 years in prison. He cooperated with the feds, and that led to 100 other convictions. In 1984, he was convicted of trying to exchange 1 ounce of H and 13 grand for an ounce of C. He received 7 years and was released in 1991. He had been in the Witness Protection Program since 1977 and until his death at 88 years old on May 30th, 2019. Mr. Untouchable Leroy Nicholas Barnes was born on October 15th, 1933. Nicky left home at an early age to escape his abusive alcoholic dad. Soon enough, he turned to drug dealing for income. With this, he soon became addicted to H for years until he went to jail and ended his addiction. In 1972, Nicky Barnes founded a 7-man organization named the Council. It was modeled like the Italian Americans, and by 1976, Nicky Barnes' operation was in full effect with 7 lieutenants who each controlled 12 mid-level distributors, who in turn supplied 40 street-level dealers. Barnes' net worth reached over $50 million at its peak in the 70s. He was given the nickname Mr. Untouchable by the New York Times after successfully beating lots of charges and arrests. He also had contract killers. On June 5th, 1977, the New York Times released his article titled Mr. Untouchable. They were going to use his mugshot on the front cover unless he came and posed for the camera. And in true Nicholas Barnes fashion, he did. The cover came out, and President Jimmy Carter seen the cover, and it pissed him off. He in return ordered the DEA to prosecute Nicky to the fullest extent of the law. He was sentenced to life without parole. He decided to cooperate and gave up 109 names for the feds. 44 were traffickers. He also implicated himself in 8 murders. Eventually, he was re-sentenced to 35 years thanks to Rudy Giuliani and was released in 1988. Nicky Barnes died on June 2012, but no one knew till years later because he also was in the Witness Protection Program. So who made the most money? At Frank Lucas's peak, he was making $52 million, which adjusted at inflation to 2023 is $411 million. Nicky Barnes was making $50 million in the 70s. Adjusted to 2023 inflation, that's $395 million. So Frank made more money. Now you know. Thank you guys for watching, and please remember, make money, dodge drama, and live life. Please like and subscribe.
And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today, but we'll find a way.